Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now I know it's been a little while since the last time I made a video and I promise there's a good reason for that, but I'll explain all of that at the end of this video. Now to jump into the main topic. I want to share with you guys 5 things that you can do in order to start your sustainable weight loss journey. And with these things that I'm going to mention, they have been a game changer for my weight loss journey when I went from 300 pounds all the way down to my current weight of 190. Now for the first one, motivation. It's so easy to lean towards basic answers like, I want to lose weight to fit in, I want to lose weight to make my ex jealous, I've heard this one quite a bit, or I want to lose weight to be accepted by others. All of these reasons are shallow reasons, and I promise you, if you use any of these to motivate you for your weight loss, it's not gonna work. Most of the time, with these shallow reasons, you lose your motivation because when you do start losing the weight, but you don't get what you wanted, so maybe you're not accepted or your ex just doesn't care how you look, then you begin to feel like you've lost all reason to lose weight. That is why you should not lean towards these shallow reasons, because ultimately you're just gonna lose your way. So if you're not using these reasons, then what reasons do you use? So for me, my reasoning was my health. I knew that if I continued on the path that I would eventually become bedbound due to the sheer amount of pain that I was feeling in my knees, hips, and lower back. And I think I've mentioned this before, that I would wake up in so much pain in the mornings. And this is where I found my resolve. I used this as motivation for my entire weight loss journey. And since this is aimed at a health aspect rather than a shallow one, this is what helped me keep my motivation for the long run, because I didn't want to feel like I was missing out on things because I couldn't walk far enough or I just couldn't get out of bed. And the other place that I found motivation was traveling. Being the weight that I was, it was so difficult to travel as it was because I couldn't fit in those small airplane seats, and it would start to hurt sitting down for a long time. And I knew that with my dream of traveling, that just wouldn't be as easy if I stayed the weight that I was. If you're having some problems finding your solid resolve, then look up some things that your weight may affect, such as your long-term health or other aspects of your life. Are you unable to maybe keep up with your children? Or like me, are you unable to travel as much as you wish or see certain things? And this is where you will find a solid resolve as opposed to those other shallow reasons, as I mentioned before. And now that you've found your solid resolve, the next thing that you're gonna work on is your diet. Now, I know how easy it is to go towards those diets that promise you a fast weight loss, and once you lose the weight, you're gonna keep it off. But those just aren't true. The moment you stop that diet, you're gonna gain all that weight back and probably then some, speaking from personal experience. And so you're gonna be looking to change your overall eating habits for the rest of your life. Yes, for the rest of your life. It's not as difficult as what you may think. Maybe at the beginning, it's gonna seem pretty hard. I know it felt really difficult for me to change my entire eating style, but after I got used to it, it only took me about 2 months to get used to it. But after I did, it was so much easier. And now I almost find it impossible to go back to how I was before, depending on all of those processed and pre-packaged foods and already made meals. When I was getting ready to film this video, I was thinking, okay, how am I gonna make the comparison of how I eat now versus how I ate in college? And I cannot remember what I ate for the life of me while I was in college, because all of it was mostly pre-packaged, already made meals. And I think I snacked most of the day, but that's all I can really recall. But now what I do is I prepare all of my meals at home and eating 90% whole foods. And this is where you're gonna be changing your eating habits from processed, pre-made meals to home-cooked foods using only whole foods for like 90% of your dishes. Cooking at home isn't as hard as what you may think, and eating wholesome ingredients is simpler than what people make it out to be. So going deeper into your eating habits, if you're not ready to switch to a wholesome diet and you think that these pre-packaged processed foods are still healthy for you and you're not overeating, then I'm gonna suggest the app Lose It. So before I thought that with the packaged foods I was getting from the store, I was eating healthy enough that I would be able to lose the weight. But once I downloaded the app Lose It, I'll leave the link down in the description below. After using this app, I realized how much I was actually eating. On a daily basis, I was eating anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 calories. And this was a huge shock for me. I thought eating just one serving of some of the prepackaged foods would be okay, but then those calories just added up so fast. So I suggest using this app to gauge how much you're really eating. And this app isn't anything difficult. All you do is you scan the barcode on the food and it'll automatically pop up with serving sizes, and you just put in how much you ate and it'll calculate all the calories that you've eaten throughout the day for you. So it's nothing overly complicated. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys will be surprised at how much you're actually eating. And this will also help you realize where you can make some adjustments. So now that you've found what diet works for you, now for everybody's favorite, working out. Getting on the right workout routine can be pretty difficult. I know I struggled for a long time getting on the right workout routine, but you just have to stay consistent with it and find workouts that work for you. But there are a few requirements to finding the right workout. So 1, don't just work out and try to fool yourself into thinking you're working out. You have to actually do a workout that pushes your body a little bit more than maybe what you usually would. And number 2, don't be afraid to be uncomfortable. The reason I'm mentioning these is because from my personal experience, when I went to the gym, I was way too uncomfortable to try any of the weightlifting machines, and I avoided that side of the gym like the plague. I stayed on the cardio machines for the first 3 months, convincing myself that I'm working out, I'm gonna lose weight. And at the same time, I was being lazy overall. I never pushed myself too far out of my comfort zone, and the weight was slow to come off. And I mean slow. You can trick your mind into thinking you're working out and putting in the right amount of effort to lose the weight, but your body knows the truth. So when you're finding the right workout routine, find something that may make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but also don't be lazy. And know when to push past that mental limit thinking, I can't do anymore, I really, really can't. But then trust your body and know when you can push past that and do more than what you think you're capable of. If you keep doing the same thing every day, not pushing past that mental limit, 1, you're not gonna get the results you want, but 2, you're gonna end up getting bored and giving up altogether. For a quick personal example, when I first started jogging, I never pushed past that mental limit that I had. I always thought, I have gone as far as I can go. I am tired, I'm gonna turn back around and head to the car. But one day, I don't know why I suddenly felt like this, but I asked myself, am I really that tired? Can I go a little bit farther than what I did yesterday? And once I honestly sat there and I answered the question, yeah, I can go maybe just a little bit farther. I'm gonna try. And after that, I was really surprised at how far I went. And that's how I got from jogging 2 miles a day to about 5 miles a day. Because I always pushed past that mental limit and honestly asked myself and listened to what my body could do, as opposed to listening to what my mind wanted me to do. So when you're feeling really exhausted, ask yourself the same question. Can I go just a little bit farther? Can I do just one more? Can I do a little bit more? And once you push past that mental limit, the feeling of accomplishment is so worth it. And once you get into this kind of routine of constantly pushing past that mental limit and doing more than what you did yesterday, the results that you've been wanting will eventually come. Once you get the right workout routine and know what works best for you and how long it's going to take, create a schedule. I'm going to say it again, create a schedule. We always make excuses like, I don't have time to do it. I don't have time to cook at home. I don't have time to work out. And it's always so easy to make those excuses when you don't know how much time you actually have. So for me, once I figured out how much extra time I actually had throughout my day, I realized that I had more time than what I thought I did. By waking up a little bit earlier, but also cutting down the amount of time that I was on my phone. I end up wasting so much time being on my phone for about an hour or two, and that's an hour or two I could be either cooking or working out. So that is why creating a schedule is important, and embedding those activities like healthy cooking and working out into your daily routine will help you avoid making excuses. Now, the last thing you want to squeeze into your schedule is repeat to yourself daily of why you want to lose weight. Repeating the reason why you want to lose weight is another type of self-talk, and this will definitely help you in the first period of your weight loss journey. To do this, you can post it either on a vision board or write it down in your journal every day, or post it somewhere where you'll see it daily. And another thing to do is repeat your reason to yourself during those super challenging moments. When you feel like you're ready to give up, there's no more that you can actually do. By repeating your reasoning, it'll help give you that motivation and that boost that you need in order to push past that limit. This is exactly what I did to keep my motivation up for the long haul, because there were so many points where I thought I was ready to give up, but then I reminded myself, if I quit now, then all of the work will be for nothing. If I quit now, then I will go back to the track of eventually becoming bedbound and no longer enjoying the things that I love now. Now, these are the 5 things that I've done to have a sustainable weight loss journey, and if you would like more details about these tips, go ahead and check out my website because I go more in depth there. And this is the thing that I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I wanted to share with you guys. On my website, you can find all types of things related to your weight loss journey. Let's say you're looking to become more confident. I have a category for that. And there's also a category of recipes where I introduce food from around the world, but they're also healthy too. And trust me, it's not going to be anything too complicated because I don't have the technical skills to make any kind of extremely extravagant or complicated foods. And I've just launched the 30-day mental health challenge. And there's also a progress bar there so you guys can see how far we've gone and how much we have left to go. And on that specific post, I will update daily about some of the challenges that I've faced. And I hope that you guys participate in the comment section below that post and help give each other some motivation or even some tips or things that you figured out along the way. And that is all I wanted to share within this video. Because I'm going to be making more content, I would really appreciate it if you guys liked this video and subscribed to my channel. That way I can keep up the motivation to continue making more content. Until the next one, have a good day and bye.